Hello everyone, Phoenix Knight here. Welcome to the channel and welcome back to the 1985 season in Season Ticket Baseball. Tonight is August 30th, 1985, and we are live here at Arlington Stadium in Arlington, Texas for an American League West matchup between the Kansas City Royals and the Texas Rangers, as ID Jester is first to join us here at Arlington Stadium. Jester, before we get into the intro, I will give you a heads up that we're going to pick the next feature game after Fast Score tonight. So if you want to start looking ahead, I'll give you the same opportunity I gave Philip Anderson when he stopped by last night. Our next feature block day will be September 3rd, 1985. If you want to start looking into those games, maybe on a second monitor or something. But that's what we'll be doing tonight. Anyway, speaking of tonight's game, let's come back to business here. The Rangers historically won this game 4-1, so that's not going to say anything good about the Royals' chances tonight. But let's talk about standings in the American League West. As I mentioned, the Royals come in with a record of 65 wins and 61 losses. They are over 500, but they need to keep winning games to stay that way. Rangers, however, are dead last, heading at a record of 51 wins and 75 losses in the division. They, along with Oakland, are continuing to carom toward doomsday, the day when they're mathematically eliminated. Tonight, though, it's the San Francisco Giants on the chopping block when we get into Fast Scores. So far, the Cleveland Indians and the Pittsburgh Pirates have both been eliminated. And Jester, you'll go look on Baseball Reference. Keep in mind as well that September 3rd will be our first block of September. That'll be Thursday night. So I really want to try to feature the pennant races if I can. We'll revisit that question after Fast Score, though. So I think if we're all set with the intro stuff, what say we jump right in, as we're expecting a sellout here at Arlington Stadium. Starting pitcher for the Texas Rangers tonight is Charlie Hough, 14-16 with a 3.31 ERA, 250 and a third innings pitched, 141 strikeouts, 83 walks, and 23 home runs in 85. As the rest of the Rangers get loose behind him, we will take our first look at the Royals' starting lineup. Leading off tonight, as I'll bring my score sheet over, we've got Willie Wilson in center field once the camera decides to focus. Lonnie Smith is in left field. George Brett is at third base. Hal McRae is the designated hitter. Frank White is at second base. Steve Balboni is at first base. Darryl Motley is in right field. John Wathan is catching. And Onyx Concepcion is at shortstop tonight. That is the lineup Hough is charged with keeping in check tonight. Leading off for the Royals tonight, we have the center fielder, Willie Wilson. 278 average, 4 home runs, 43 RBIs in 85. We will be using blue, white, and red dice tonight. Rangers are the home team. Royals are trying to pick up some breathing room and stay above 500. Rangers playing for pride and looking to play spoiler tonight. Which team will achieve their goals? Hough will get the sign from slot, and only the dice know the answer to the questions we asked earlier. And the only way to find out what the dice know is to go to the first pitch. We will start off with a 364, and Wilson's going to lead us off with a base hit, and we are underway here at Arlington Stadium. Rangers will go to double play depth, and the batter here is Lonnie Smith. 257 average, 6 home runs, 41 RBIs in 85. Wilson, they're going to try to get the jump with Wilson. Royals might as well try to create something early here. Let's see what happens as he tries to get the jump. The throw, actually, that's an 11 plus 6 is 17. Wilson will get the jump, and he's going to take off. He's going to head for second, trying to steal. Slot's got to beat a speed of a 15. Actually, I believe it's the runner challenging the catcher's arm. So actually, Wilson's got to beat a 14 with a speed of 5. And Hough senses something wrong. He'll call for a pitch out, throw the ball up to second base. Waiting for that throw is going to be Hara, and it's going to be in time. Wilson's going to slide right into the tag, and that'll be out number 1. Oop. I fat-fingered that. Stadium cheers. Yay! And just like that, that erases the first base runner for the Royals as they're trying to be aggressive, but Slot sensed something off. Hoff will now turn and deal with Smith. Hoff will get the sign from Slot, and he will pitch. That is a 624, and I thought I had Arlington Stadium all ready to go here. Hold on just a second while I figure that out. I could have sworn I pulled Arlington out last night. I did not. I normally do. Whoops. Anyway, a 624 is going to be popped up on the infield. Getting under that, as I'm sending everything flying here, getting under that at second base for the Rangers is going to be Hera. He will make that catch, and that'll be 2 outs in the inning. Once Digital Diamond catches up. George Brett is now the batter. 335 average, 30 home runs, 112 RBIs in 85. Hoff looks into Slot for the sign. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 596. That'll be under right field. Going after that is right, and a 596. That's going to get down in front. That's going to get down behind right in the gap, and Brett will be at second on the double. And George Brett manages to extend the inning for the Royals. Hal McRae now stepping into the batter's box. 259 average, 14 home runs, 70 RBI in 85. Brett, not really a threat. He will hold. Hoff will get the sign from Slot. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 418 against a righty 418. McCraig is going to get frozen by a changeup for strike 3. That will retire the side. Stadium size. Phew. Nothing across except the double, well, 2 hits, but the Royals can't do anything with them. As we get set for the bottom of the first, score is now Kansas City 0, Texas coming to bat. Once again, the Rangers are looking to play spoiler tonight. Let's see. Jester's already chipping in. White Sox taking on Kansas City. I'm not sure I want to do Kansas City twice in a row on the board, unless I need to. That could be a good one. Montreal and the Dodgers. Possibly. We'll come back to that after Fast Score tonight, though. I do appreciate the input just to kind of get me thinking, because I've also got a couple games that I penciled in as possible games to feature on the board. That'll be Thursday night. Starting pitcher for the Kansas City Royals, though, is Dennis Leonard. No wins, no losses. No, he's not the starting pitcher. Hold on a second. Like, wait, what? Okay, let's try this again. Let me make sure Leonard was in the bullpen, though. He might have been, but he's definitely not the starting pitcher for tonight. I knew something was wrong as soon as I saw that. Okay, here's our starting pitcher. Actual starting pitcher for the Kansas City Royals tonight is Buddy Black. 10-15 with a 4.33 ERA, 205 2/3 innings pitched, 122 strikeouts, 59 walks, and 17 home runs in 85. I'm just looking for Dennis Leonard. He is not actually in the bullpen tonight. Okay, so never mind that. He can go with the other pitchers that didn't suit up tonight. Now that I've got that sorted out, now we can take our first look at the Rangers starting lineup. Leading off for the Rangers, we've got Oddibe McDowell in center field, Toby Hara at second base, Pete O'Brien at first base, George Wright in right field, Gary Ward in left field, Don Slot catching, Alan Bannister the designated hitter, Steve Buscemi at third base, and Wayne Tolleson at shortstop tonight. Jester, you're looking at great pitching matchups with good teams. Never know how it'll go, but showing off the really great pitchers should be cool. You're not wrong on that. And that's definitely something I'll consider as we get deeper into 1985. Definitely in the second half of September, though, I would like to turn the spotlight on the pennant race a lot more deeply. 2 best pitcher matchups. Might want best team versus best team if you don't know their records. I'm actually going, so what we're going to do is I will do this. I will update the standings after Fast Score. Then I'll make my end of August post on the channel. That way, I'll make the end of August standings post that I normally make after we do Fast Score tonight, but before I wrap the stream. That way everybody's got the record available to them, and we all have the same information, so we can pick out the best record, the best matchup based on the records. So that's how we'll do that. Anyway, coming back to business tonight, leading off for the Rangers is Oddibe McDowell. 239 average, 18 home runs, 42 RBIs in 85. Black will look in at Wathan for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. That is a 138. And a 138 is going to be bounced right back to Black. He'll take it on the hop, and he'll throw that over to O'Brien at first. That'll be 1 out in the inning. Toby Harrah, now the batter. 270 average, 9 home runs, 44 RBIs in 85. Black gets the sign from Wathan. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 666. That'll turn into a 676, and that'll be a bloop single for Harrah, as he'll get that one just out of the infield, and the inning's still going to continue for the Rangers at any rate. Up. Royals infield will go to double play depth. I'm actually going to tab in and check my camera because I did jar it a little bit there. Not terrible, though. Batter now for the Rangers is Pete O'Brien. 267 average, 22 home runs, 92 RBI, and 85. He is going to grip it and rip it. He's got pretty good power. Black will get the sign from Wathan. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 440 against a lefty. 440. O'Brien's going to get frozen by a slider for strike 3. That will be out number 2. Two outs in the inning, and George Wright is now the batter. 190 average, 2 home runs, and 18 RBI in 85. Black will get the sign from Wathan. He will set, and here's the pitch. That is a 423 against a lefty. A 423 is going to be a ground ball over to second. Grabbing that one for the Royals is going to be White. He will take that to the bag himself, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except for the single for the Rangers. We are still scoreless here in Texas after 1. Top of the second, we'll see the middle of the Kansas City order due up. Frank White leading off the inning. 249 average, 22 home runs, 69 RBIs in 85. Just checking the tower, something didn't seem right there. Hoff will get the sign from Slot. He will set, and he will pitch. With a 223 against a righty, a 223 is going to be a ground ball over to second. Grabbing that for the Rangers is Harrah. He will throw that over to first, out number 1. Steve Balboni is now the batter. 243 average, 36 home runs, 88 RBI in 85. Hoff will get the sign from Slot. And I just realized I had my logos flipped. There we go. Hoff will set, and he will pitch. That is a 177, and a 177 is going to be a 1-out walk by Balboni. He will reach with 1 out. The infield will go to double play depth as Darryl Motley steps into the batter's box. 222 average, 17 homers, 49 RBIs, and 85. Motley's also going to grip it and rip it. Balboni bad at stealing. Hoff will get the sign from slot, and he will pitch. With a 123, that's going to be a 323. And Motley's going to swing through the high heat for strike 3. That will be out number 2. Second strikeout on the night by Hoff. John Wathan, now the batter. 234 average, 1 home run, 9 RBIs, and 85. Hoff will get the sign from slot, and here comes the pitch. That is a 597. That's probably trouble. That's in the right field. Right going after that one. And that's going to get down. That'll be a double. Balboni will be content at third base. Wathan over to second on the double. As the fans at Arlington Stadium are now suddenly very nervous. Onyx Concepcion, now the batter. 204 average, 2 home runs, 20 RBI, and 85. Fans at Arlington Stadium are loud, hoping Hoff can get the Rangers out of the inning. He will get the sign from slot, and he will pitch. With a 159, and a 159 is going to be a fly ball into left field. Getting under that one for the Rangers is Ward. He'll come in slightly for that one, but he will make the catch, and that will retire the side. Hit and a walk, but the Royals get a double and a walk, but the Royals get nothing out of it. Stadium sighs. Phew. The Royals get nothing out of a pretty good chance there to pick up some runs. As Philip Reynolds now joins us here at Arlington Stadium. And I saw Jester was playing Ticket to Ride earlier. I didn't have a chance to watch it because I was getting my workout in for the evening. Anywho, and yes, you've got your ticket as well, Philip, so welcome in, take a seat. Bottom of the second, we'll see the middle of the Rangers order likewise coming to the plate. Here's Gary Ward leading off. 287 average, 15 home runs, 70 RBIs, and 85. Buddy Black will get the sign from Wathan. He will set, and he will pitch. That is going to be a 333. And Ward's going to swing through a changeup for strike 3. That'll be out number 1. One out, and Don Slott is now the batter. 280 average, 8 home runs, 35 RBI, and 85. Black gets the sign from Wathan. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 570. That should be a pretty easy fly ball for Smith, and a 570 will be a routine fly ball. Smith won't have to go too far for that one. He will track that one down after maybe taking a couple steps, but that'll be 2 outs in the inning. Alan Bannister, now the batter. 262 average, 1 home run, 6 RBI, and 85. Black gets the sign from Wathan. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 306. And a 306. Bannister is going to get frozen by the changeup for strike 3. That will retire the side. Third strikeout by Black. 1, 2, 3 go the Rangers here in the bottom of the second. There's still no score after 2. Top of the third brings us back to the top of the Royals order. Here's Wilson. Wilson has a single, but he got caught stealing it back in the first. Hoff will get the sign from Slot. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 358. And a 358. Wilson's going to run it back and get another base hit out of that to lead off the inning. Excuse me. It's a soft grounder, and Wilson will leg it out for a single. Rangers will go to double play depth, and here's Smith. Smith is 0 for 1. Are they going to try to have him steal again? He got caught earlier. I think they're going to let Smith swing away this time. They're a little gun-shy about sending Wilson again, even though he's got decent speed. Hoff will get the sign from his slot, and he will pitch. That is a 458 against a righty. A 458 is going to be a fly ball into right field. Getting under that one for the Rangers is going to be Wright. He will make the catch for out number 1. Brett now the batter. Brett has a double. And he's just going to grip it and rip it. They're not going to do anything crazy here. Hoff will get the sign from slot. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 224 against a lefty. A 224 is going to be a ground ball over to second. Harrell will grab that one. He'll flip it over to Tolleson at short. Tolleson will make the pivot over to O'Brien at first. It is in time. That'll be a 4-6-3 inning-ending double play. Stadium cheers. Yay! Nothing across except the single for the Royals as we get set for the bottom of the third. A huge double play by the Rangers. As the Rangers are trying to play spoiler in this one, but the Royals looking to pick up some ground in the playoff race, but the Rangers are looking to play spoiler. Here's Steve Buscemi. 219 average, 6 home runs, 21 RBI, and 85. Black will get the sign from Wathan. He will set, and he will pitch. With a 567, that's going to be over to short. Waiting for that one is Concepcion, and 567 is just barely going to be a ground ball. He's going to bobble it a little bit, but he'll throw that over to first, and that'll nail Buscemi by a couple of steps for out number 1. Wayne Tolleson, the shortstop, now takes his first appearance. 313 average, 1 home run, 18 RBIs, and 85. Black looking in at Wathan for the sign. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 660. That'll turn into a 670, and that'll be a ground ball right back to Black. He will fire that. He'll flip that over to, not O'Brien, over to Balboni at first. 2 outs in the inning. Two outs, and McDowell is now the batter. McDowell's 0 for 1 tonight. Black will get the sign from Wathan. He will set. He will pitch. That is a 217 against a lefty, or against the lefty. 217 is going to be a ground ball over to second. Grabbing that one is going to be White. He will throw that over to first, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Rangers here in the bottom of the third. We are still scoreless here at Arlington after 3. Hopefully everybody in attendance tonight is enjoying the early action in this game. Leading off the top of the fourth, we've got the middle of the Royals order. Here's McRae. McRae tonight is 0 for 1. He struck out looking. Hoff will get the sign from slot. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 343. And a 343 is going to be popped up on the infield. Going into foul territory slightly for that one is going to be O'Brien, but he will track it down, make the catch right at about the first base coach side. That'll be out number 1. Here's White. White tonight is 0 for 1. Hoff will get the sign from slot. He will set. Here's the windup, and here comes the pitch. That is a 638. That sounds very outish, and that's going to be a fly ball into center field. McDowell will track that one, coming in for that one. He'll make it on a jog 2 outs in the inning. Excuse me. Here's Balboni. Balboni has a walk tonight. Hoff will get the sign from slot. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 171, and a 171 is going to be a 2-out walk for Balboni, the second free pass he's worked in this game. Motley, now the batter. Motley struck out his first time up. Hoff will get the sign from slot. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 587. That's going to be in the center field. And McDowell, that's going to drop behind McDowell, and that'll be a double into center field. Balboni is going to be content at third base. The Royals are once again threatening with 2 outs, as Wathan is now the batter. Wathan tonight, though, Wathan has a double as well. Fans at Arlington Stadium are loud, hoping Hoff can get a big-time pitch. Hoff will get the sign from slot. Balboni at third, Motley at second. He will set, and Hoff will pitch. That is a 401 against a righty. The bases are now full of Royals. Fans at Arlington Stadium are now really nervous, as Concepcion steps into the batter's box. Concepcion flew out his first time up. Slot will go out to the mound to talk to Hoff, tell him to calm down. We really need to get this out. Hoff will get the sign from Slot after they settle down. Hoff will set, and he will pitch. With a 689. That does not sound like settling down in the slightest. That'll be a base hit, and the Royals will strike first. Balboni and Motley will both score. Wathan, I believe, will end up at third. Concepcion at second. 2-0 in favor of the Royals as Kansas City strikes first. Stadium groans. Ugh. Wilson, now the batter. Wilson tonight is 2 for 2. Hoff will get the sign from Slot. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 435 against a righty, and it's going to be a ground ball over to short. Tolleson will get to that one. He will throw that over to first, and that will retire the side. But the Royals strike first. 2 runs on 2 walks and 2 hits. Score is now 2-0 Royals as we get set for the bottom of the 4th. Fans are not happy that the Rangers gave anything up, but they're relieved it wasn't worse. Bottom of the 4th coming up will bring the top of the Rangers order back up. Here's Hara. Hara tonight has a single. Black will get the sign from Wathan. He will set, and he will pitch. With a 453 against a lefty, 453 is going to be a ground ball over to short. Concepcion will grab that one easily. He will make the play over to first, and that is out number 1. Batter now is O'Brien. O'Brien tonight is 0 for 1. Black will get the sign from Wathan. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. That is a 195. And a 195, that's going to be deep, but it's going to drop, and that'll be a double for O'Brien. That'll be a bloop double for O'Brien. Nothing special that needs to happen with the alignment. Here's right. Right tonight is... right. Right tonight is 0 for 1. 1 out in the inning. Rangers threatening to get on the board. Black will get the sign from Wathan, and he will pitch. That is a 501. That's going to give us a rare play with the runner on second. Let's see what we get for a rare play. Let's see, that is a 449, which a 449 says slow roller to the right side results in a ground out. Runner results on a 4-3 ground out. Runner 2 advances to third and may try to score by challenging the first baseman's arm. First baseman is Balboni with a 2. O'Brien's got a 0 speed. So that's just going to be a G4. As O'Brien is not going to try to challenge Balboni's arm to score. 2 outs in the inning. Batter now is Ward. Ward tonight is 0 for 1. Just updating my score sheet. Black will get the sign from Wathan. Fans at Arlington Stadium hoping Ward can find a way to bring O'Brien to the plate. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 488 against a righty. Against the lefty, I should say, 488. Uh-oh. Ward thinks he's got a hold of one. That is deep to left field. Ward has got a power of a 5. What does he do with this deep drive? Ward's going to get under that one. He'll lift that into left field. Smith will make his way to that ball. He'll track it down, and that will retire the side. Stadium groans. Ugh. A double for the Rangers, but they can't get anything out of it. Score is now 2-0 Kansas City after 4. If you're an Angels fan, you're probably a Ranger. If you're an Angels fan, you're probably a Rangers fan tonight. You want to see the Royals falter a little bit here. Leading off the top of the 5th, we've got the top of the Kansas City order. Here's Smith. Smith tonight is 0 for 2. Hoff will get the sign from Slot. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 381. And a 381 is going to be a ground ball over to short. Tolleson will pick that one up. He'll throw that over to first for out number 1. And here's Brett. Brett tonight is 1 for 2 with a double. Hoff will get the sign from Slot. He will set, and he will pitch. With a 288 against the lefty, 288. Uh-oh. Brett thinks he's got one. That's deep to right field. Brett with a power of a 9. Does Brett extend the Royals' lead? Brett's going to get into that one into right field. Going back for that is right. He's back to the track, and the ball dies out there. His right is going to settle down. He will make that catch. That'll be out number 2. Hoff gave him a good pitch to hit, but Brett got under it. He slams his bat as he knows he got under it. Here's McRae. McRae is 0 for 2. Hoff will get the sign from Slot. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. With a 463 against a righty, a 463, McRae's going to get into one. That'll drop, that'll get to the wall, and McRae will be at second base with a double. And here's White. White is 0 for 2. Hoff will get the sign from Slot. He will set, and he will pitch. With a 260-something, 263 against a righty. 263 is going to be a ground ball over to third. Picking that one up is Buscelli. He will throw that across the diamond to retire the side. Nothing across except for the double for the Royals as we get set for the bottom of the 5th. Kansas City still holding a 2-0 lead. Bottom of the fifth, we'll see the second half of the Rangers order up. Here's Slot. Slot tonight is 0 for 1. Black, still pitching pretty well tonight. He will get the sign from Wathan. He will set, and he will pitch. With a 284 against a righty 284. Uh-oh. Slot thinks he's into one. That is deep to left field. Slot with a power of a 5. Does he cut into this Royals lead? Slot will cut into this Royals lead, as that's going to get out of here with a boom! That ball is hit high. That ball is hit deep to left field. Smith going back for that one. He's back to the track, back to the wall, and that ball is gone. Home run, Don Slot. And he instantly cuts the Royals lead in half, 2-1. Stadium cheers. Yay! Bannister, now the batter. Bannister tonight is 0 for 1. Black has got to have instant amnesia from that one. Black will get the sign from Wathan. He will set. He will pitch. That is a 108. That'll turn into a 308. And Bannister gets frozen by a slider for strike 3. That's out number 1. Buechele, now the batter. Buechele's 0 for 1. Black will get the sign from Wathan. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 679, which will turn into a 689 because of home team. And Buechele's going to get a hold of one. He will be at first with a single. Royals infield goes to double play depth, as the batter now is Tolleson. Tolleson tonight is 0 for 1. Rangers are going to try a hit and run here, as they try to stay out of a double play. Black will get the sign from Wathan. He will set, and he will pitch. With a 187. And a 187 is going to be a bloop single, as Buechele is going to make his way over to third. The hit and run works to perfection for the Rangers. The infield has got to play in. Batter now is McDowell. McDowell tonight is 0 for 2. Buechele, let me check out the infield for the Royals so I determine what he's doing. 3. He probably is going to have to go on contact, though. 3. Ooh, he got some good arms in the infield tonight. So I think Buechele is not going to have a choice. He's going to have to go on contact. Black will get the sign from Wathan. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 219. Against the lefty, a 219 is going to be a ground ball over to second. Grabbing that one, picking that one up is going to be White, but because Buechele is going on contact, the throw is going to come to the plate. Buechele's got a speed of a 3, so White's got to beat a 13 on the throw to get Buechele, or this game is tied. Let's see, 12. So yeah, White is actually going to catch that one. He'll bring the throw to the plate, and Buechele's going to be thrown out at the plate. 2 outs in the inning. Stadium groans. Ugh. As Buechele is going to be thrown out at the plate. And the batter now is Hara. Hara tonight is 1 for 2. Fans here at Arlington Stadium are loud, hoping the Rangers can tie this game. Black will get the sign from Wathan. He will set, and he will pitch. 443 against a lefty. 443. Hara is going to work a 2-out walk out of the at-bat, and the bases are now full of Rangers. And we've got a very tense situation here in the bottom of the fifth. Bases are full of Rangers, and the batter is O'Brien. O'Brien is 1 for 2 with a double. A double here would give the Rangers the lead. Black will get the sign from Wathan. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 274 against a lefty, 274. That is going to be a fly ball into right field. Getting under that one for the Royals is going to be Motley. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. But the Rangers get on the board. 1 run on 3 hits and a walk. A solo bomb by Slot, and the Royals have a 2-1 lead after 5. The Rangers load the bases, but they get exactly bubkiss out of loading the bases. Leading off the top of the 6th for the Royals is the second half of the order. Here's Balboni. Balboni tonight has 2 walks, and he scored a run. 2-1 Royals, top of the 6th. Hoff gets the sign from Slot. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 673. That sounds like trouble. Actually, that's just going to be a wild pitch. Ball 1. We will do it again. This time it's a 339. And Balboni is going to swing through a changeup for strike 3. That is out number 1. That is the 1, 2... just the 3rd strikeout of the night by Hoff. But a huge strikeout as the Rangers are trying to keep this one within striking distance. Here's Motley. Motley tonight is 1 for 2 with a double. Hoff looking in at Slot for the sign. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 434 against a righty. A 434 is going to be a ground ball over to short. Tolleson will grab that one up. He will make the throw over to first. Out number 2 in the inning. Wathan, now the batter. He is 1 for 1 with a double and a walk. Hoff will get the sign from Slot, and he will pitch. That is a 207, and against a righty, that'll turn into a 407, and that's going to turn into a 2-out walk for Wathan as he will get on with Hoff losing control of a slider for ball 4. Second walk, Wathan's worked out of the at-bat, or out of the night tonight. Here's Concepcion. Concepcion is 1 for 2. Hoff will look into Slot for the sign. Ranger fans at Arlington Stadium are loud. He will set, and Hoff will pitch. That is a 361, and a 361 is going to get popped up on the infield to first base. Going into foul territory slightly for that one is going to be O'Brien, but he will track that down, and that will retire the side. Nothing across except the walk for the Royals as we get set for the bottom of the 6th. We've got a good game tonight here at Arlington Stadium. Hopefully you guys are enjoying it as much as I'm enjoying rolling it. Bottom of the 6th for the Rangers will bring the middle of their order to the plate. Here's Wright. Wright tonight is 0 for 2. Black will get the sign from Wathan. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 485 against a lefty. A 485 is going to be a fly ball into center field. Wilson coming in for that one, but he'll track it down. That will be out number 1. Ward is now the batter. Ward is 0 for 2 tonight. Black will look in at Wathan for the sign. He will set. Here's the windup, and here's the pitch. That is a 623. That'll turn into a 633, and that'll get popped up on the infield to short. Concepcion will track that down. He'll call everybody off. He'll make that catch for out number 2. P6, although G6 and P6 gets us to the same place. 2 outs, and the batter now is Slot. Slot tonight is 1 for 2 with a solo bomb that's been Texas's only run so far. Black will get the sign from Wathan. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 577. Left fielder is Smith, and a 577. Slot's going to get that one to the wall past Smith, and that's going to be a double. Slot will be at second, representing the tying run. Bannister, now the batter. Bannister is 0 for 2. His job now is to get Slot home and tie this game. Black will get the sign from Wathan. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 192. And a 192 is going to be a bloop single by Bannister. Slot will make it to third, and we've got runners at the corners with 2 outs. And the batter now is Buchelli. Buchelli tonight is 1 for 2. Rangers trying to tie this game. Fans at Arlington Stadium are loud, hoping Buchelli can come through with a big-time hit. Black will get the sign from Wathan. He will set. Actually, that's the first point of... Actually, we should be at 2 points of fatigue against Black. I just realized that. Black will set, and he will pitch. With a 421. And against a lefty, a 421 is going to be a ground ball over to short. Grabbing that one is going to be Concepcion. He will take that to the bag himself at second, and that will retire the side. 2 hits, but the Rangers can't get anything out of it, as the score remains 2-1 Royals after 6. Checking in with chat. We are going to get some activity in both bullpens, as getting loose first for the Royals is going to be... who do the Rangers have coming up? Switch lefty-righty. They're going to get... The Royals are going to get Joe Beckwith warming up. As for the Rangers, they are going to get... see, the Royals are looking at... They're mostly righties. The Rangers' bullpen is not that good. They're going to get Dwayne Henry warming up in the Rangers' bullpen. Hoff will continue to pitch to start the 7th. Leading off for the Royals, once we get back over here, leading off for the Royals is going to be the top of the order. Here's Wilson. Wilson tonight is 2 for 3. Hoff will get the sign from Slot. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 597. That sounds like a terrible play for the Rangers. That is right. And that ball is going to get down behind right, and Wilson will be safe at second with a double. First point of pitcher fatigue against Hoff. As Wilson leads off the inning with a double. Henry continuing to throw in the bullpen, and here's Smith. Smith tonight is 0 for 3. Hoff's going to try to get out of the inning while Henry gets loose. Hoff will get the sign from Slot, and he will pitch. That is a 452 against a righty. A 452 is going to be a fly ball into right field. Getting under that one for the Rangers is going to be Wright. He will make the catch, and that'll be out number 1. But Wilson breaking for third. Here comes the throw. It won't be in time. Wilson will be safe at third as he tags up and advances. Actually, I think he would on an F9 plus. Nope, he doesn't advance, actually. I thought he did. Never mind. So forget the call about Wilson advancing. Here's Brett, though. Brett tonight is 1 for 3 with a double. Hoff will get the sign from slot once again. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 317. And a 317 is going to be a fly ball into left field. This time getting under that is Ward. He will make the catch. That'll be out number 2. And I think now Wilson will advance to third. I believe that's what the double plus is. I'm just going to check that. Yep. Wilson goes to third. Brett's out. 2 outs in the inning. And the batter now is McRae. McRae tonight is 1 for 3 with a double of his own. 2 outs, top of the 7th. Rangers trying to get out of this with no damage. Hoff will get the sign from slot, and he will pitch. With a 4-10. And a 4-10 against the righty is going to be a walk. McRae will work a 2-out walk out of the at-bat. And that'll be the second point of fatigue against Hoff tonight. White is now the batter. White is 0 for 3. Hoff will get the sign from slot. Rangers fans on their feet, hoping for a big-time pitch. Hoff will set, and he will pitch. With a 164. And a 164 is going to be a fly ball into left field. Smith will get to that, and not Smith. Ward will get to that one. He will make the catch, and that will retire the side. A double and a walk, but the Royals can't get anything out of it. Stadium size. Phew! We are at the 7th inning stretch. Saying take me out to the ball game if you like. As usual, I won't torture you guys with my rendition of it. I will, however, take a small break. Yeah, that's what I figured out a little bit later, Jester. F9 plus is the runner on third scoring. It would be F9 plus plus for the runner on second to tag up and advance to third. Took me a little bit to get it, but I figured it out. Anyway, don't forget, after tonight's game, we've got Fast Score coming up. Tonight is the last block of games I selected from the 1985 feature game selection show that I did all the way back last summer, I think it was. We will be picking out our feature game for Thursday night after Fast Score tonight. Tomorrow will be a smaller stream, and Wednesday will be debuting Season Ticket Football by Season Ticket Games. It'll be my first time ever playing it, so it hopefully won't be too much of a mess. But bottom of the 7th coming up, Black will continue to pitch to start the inning, but as Beckwith continues to get ready, the Royals may have a short leash with Black. Stepping into the batter's box is Tolleson. Tolleson is 1 for 2. Black will get the sign from Wathan. I'm going to adjust that. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 500 even, which will give us another rare play. And a 121 says, batter's going to get hit by the pitch and is injured. Roll on the hit by pitch injury table. Let's see, hit by pitch. I'm not going to worry about injuries. I'll add injuries when we get to the playoffs, but we'll call that a hit batter for now. As Tolleson will make it to first. I will, like I said, I will add injuries as once we get to the playoffs, and I want to double check if hit batters count toward pitcher fatigue. I don't think they do, but I wouldn't swear to it. fatigue level. A base runner is defined as a hit walk or hit batter. Okay, so that does count toward Black's fatigue rating. Infield will go to double play depth as McDowell is now the batter. McDowell tonight is 0 for 3. Black will get the sign from Wathan. He will set and he will pitch. That is a 634, 644, and 15 is a 659. That'll be a ground ball over to short. Concepcion will grab that one. He will throw that over to White at second. That'll get Tolleson. Then he'll try to make the pivot over to Balboni, but that won't be in time. That'll be a force out at second, 1 out in the inning. McDowell will reach on the fielder's choice. Hara will be the batter as the Royals will remain at double play depth. Hara is 1 for 2 with a single and a walk tonight. Nothing special here. Hara's is going to swing away. Black will get the sign from Wathan. He will set and he will pitch. With a 264 against a righty at 264 is going to be a 564, so we'll ask Concepcion what's going on. That'll be a ground ball right to Concepcion. McDowell coming in hard. He will make it to second, but Hara will be thrown out at first for 2 outs in the inning. O'Brien, now the batter. O'Brien tonight... No, O'Brien is the batter right now, right? Yes. O'Brien is 1 for 3 with a double tonight. Black will get the sign from Wathan. Fans at Arlington Stadium are loud, hoping O'Brien can find a way to bring McDowell home. Black will set, and he will pitch. That is a 192. And a 192 is going to be a bloop single, and that will do it with 2 outs. McDowell will score. O'Brien will go to second. This game is tied at 2. Stadium cheers. Yay! Wright, now the batter, as the Royals bench is telling Black, get out of the inning. Wright tonight is 0 for 3. Suddenly we're tied, bottom of the 7th. Black will get the sign from Wathan. He will set, and he will pitch. With a 304. And Wright's going to get frozen by a changeup for strike 3. That will retire the side. But the Rangers managed to tie the game. A hit, 1 run, 1 hit, and a hit batter brings us to a tie game at 2 here at Arlington after 7. This is a great one tonight. Actually, the pitcher of note is going to be Hoff right now. Hoff is going to come out of the game. The Rangers have done their job. He will leave with a no decision. Coming in to pitch for the Rangers, once we make this cooperate, is going to be Dwayne Henry, 2-2 with a 2.57 ERA, 21 innings pitched, 20 walks, 20 strikeouts, 7 walks, no homers in 85. He will be charged with the bottom half of the Royals' order. Here's Balboni. Balboni tonight is 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Henry will get the sign from Slot. He will set, and here comes the pitch. That is a 599. Ooh, that's trouble. 599 right fielder is right. And that's going to be a base hit for Balboni. He will get on with the leadoff single. Not a good thing if you're a Rangers fan. The infield will go to double play depth. And here's Motley. Motley tonight he's 1 for 3 with a double. Henry has got to shake that one off. He will get the sign from Slot. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 409. And a 409 against a righty is going to be a ground ball right back to Slot. Balboni breaking for second. He will get there easily. The throw will go to first. Where O'Brien's waiting for that one. 1 out in the inning. Here's Wathan. Wathan tonight is 1 for 1 with a double and 2 walks. Balboni, not much of a threat. He will hold. Henry will get the sign from Slot, and he will pitch. That is a 481. That sounds like trouble against the righty. 481. Wathan's going to get into that one. That'll get into the gap. That's a triple, and the Royals are going to take the lead. Balboni will come around to score. Wathan will end up at third. 3-2 in favor of the Royals. Stadium groans. Ugh. That will force the infield in, and the batter now is Concepcion. Concepcion is 1 for 3. Wathan. Now I got to look at the Rangers infield. 2, 3, 2. Wathan is going on contact. Henry will get the sign from Slot. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 174, and a 174 is going to be a walk. Concepcion will work a 1-out walk out of the at-bat. As Henry comes in and apparently proceeds to have a meltdown. The infield, Wilson, now the batter. Wilson tonight is 3 for 4. The infield's got to stay in. They don't want to gamble on the double play here. Henry will get the sign from Slot. He will set, and Wathan is still going on contact. Henry will set, and he will pitch. That is a 526. That'll be over to Slot, and a 526 is going to be a walk as Slot isn't able to frame the plate, and the bases are full of Royals. And there's no place to put Lonnie Smith. Smith tonight is 0 for 4. You kind of think he's due. Henry will get the sign from Slot. He will set, and he will pitch. That is a 177. And a 177 is going to be a walk, and the Royals are going to extend their lead. Wathan will come in to score. Everybody will move up a base, and the score will be 4-2 in favor of the Royals. Stadium groans. Ugh. And Brett is not a name you want to hear coming to the plate. Brett tonight is 1 for 4. We're going to get some activity in the Rangers bullpen. As getting loose for the Rangers is going to be... This is a very bad situation if you're a Rangers fan. Chris Welsh will get loose for the Rangers. Henry will get the sign from Slot. Brett waits for the pitch. No place to put him. Henry will set, and he will pitch. That is a 416. And against a righty of 416 is going to be another walk, and the Royals are going to continue extending the lead. There may be a short leash here tonight for Henry. Concepcion will score. Everybody will move up. 5-2, favor of the Royals. Stadium groans. Ugh. Welsh may need to pick up his throwing here pretty soon, as the batter now is McRae. McRae is 1 for 3 with a double and a walk. Henry cannot get out of this inning. I think one more walk and he's going to be done. He will get the sign from slot, and he will pitch. That is a 461 against a righty, a 461. That'll get him done just as easily because McRae is going to get into that one. That'll be a double, and that will clear the bases. Everybody coming in to score. McRae will end up at second, 8-2 in favor of the Royals. Stadium barfs. Blah. And in a game the Royals have to have, it sure looks like they're going to get it. Let me rearrange the... There we go. Batter now is White. White tonight is 0 for 4, but that is going to be it. But that is going to be it for Henry. The Rangers are going to go to the bullpen again. As Henry just did not have it tonight. He got shelled. Not the Royals bullpen. I want the Rangers bullpen. Although the Royals are probably going to be going to the bullpen pretty soon. Coming in to pitch for the Rangers, once we get this to cooperate, is going to be Chris Welsh. 2-5 with a 4.13 ERA, 76 and a third innings pitched, 31 strikeouts, 25 walks, 11 home runs in 85. Welsh, well, the McRae is still Henry's runner. Welsh will get the sign from slot, and he will pitch. That is a 264 against the righty, 264. Uh-oh. Problems may have just gotten worse, because that is deep to center field, and White has got a power of a 9. Can he put this game